Hey, friends, welcome back to another episode of Under Construction from Pain to Purpose. I am really glad that you're here today. And as we head into the holiday season, I want to take a moment and acknowledge something that doesn't always get said out loud. The holidays can be really hard. For some, this season can be filled with joy and laughter and traditions. But for others, it can be filled with grief and loneliness and memories that hurt, or even a deep sense of absence. And if that's you, I want you to know this right now. You are not weak, broken, or failing. You're human. Maybe this is your first holiday without someone you love. Maybe addiction has taken someone from you physically or even emotionally. Maybe you're in recovery and this season brings triggers, temptations, or reminders of who you used to be. Or maybe everything looks fine on the outside, but on the inside, you're just trying to survive. If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. You are not alone, and you do not have to carry this season by yourself. One of the greatest lies we're told when we're struggling is that we should just isolate and that we shouldn't ruin the holidays for others, that we should just push through it, stay quiet, and deal with it on our own. But healing doesn't happen in isolation. Healing happens through connection. This is the season to lean into peer support, support groups, and safe people who understand your journey, people who won't judge you, people who will sit with you in the hard moments and remind you that your story still matters. If you don't know who your Lifeline or Hybrid Lifeline coordinator is in your region, I want to encourage you to get familiar with who they are. They're peers with experience around mental health and substance use, and they can get you connected to services in your area. If you're on a faith-based path, reach out to your faith-based coordinator who can also get you connected to the services that are around our faith communities. These coordinators, they exist for moments like this. They aren't just here for the crisis. They're here for the prevention. They're here for the encouragement and walking beside you when things feel heavy. You don't need the perfect words. You just need to simply say, I'm struggling and I don't want to be alone. And that's enough. I also want to take a moment to talk about 988. Um, it is a critical resource. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, hopeless, or you're feeling unsafe, please know that the 988 Suicide Crisis Lifeline is available 24/7. You can call or text 988 any time of the day or night. You don't have to be in immediate danger to reach out. You just have to need someone to listen. There's no shame in asking for help. Reaching out is an act of courage. And then I also want to highlight some local support in the Knoxville area, and that is the Gateway Recovery Community Center. It's a safe, welcoming place for individuals and families who have been impacted by substance use. They offer things like peer support and recovery coaching, connection, and community, especially During the times when isolation can feel very overwhelming, you don't have to walk through recovery or grief alone. And if you're listening today, wondering if things will ever feel lighter, I want to gently remind you of this truth. Just because this season is heavy does not mean hope is gone. Just because you're hurting does not mean that you're failing. And just because things feel unfinished does not mean that God is done. Sometimes the bravest thing we can do is simply stay. Stay connected, stay open, and stay willing to reach out one more time. Your pain is real, but so is your purpose. So before we close, I want to speak this over you. You are seen, you are heard, and you are deeply loved, even in the mess, even in the grief, and even in the uncertainty. If today feels heavy, please reach out to someone. Let someone sit with you. Let someone remind you of who you are when you forget. As we look ahead into the new year, I want to open the door to you to be a part of this podcast. If you're listening and you feel led to share your journey or how God has met you in your pain, and you've used that pain and turned it into your purpose, please reach out. This space is for real stories, real healing, and real hope. Thank you for spending time with me today. Please remember, you do not have to do this season alone. Happy holidays, friends.